Hello, everyone, and welcome to our learning session today. We are switching gears to learning Git and version control, and today we are going to focus on GitHub, which is an online hosting platform for Git. It uses the tools that are made by Git so that you're able to host your code online. By now, you should have already created a GitHub account, as you can see. If it's your first time, perhaps you won't be seeing what I'm seeing on my screen. But with time, as you create more projects and push them to GitHub, maybe your profile will grow bigger. So today we're just going to do something simple. For you to have gotten to this profile page, you can click on the top right here and click your profile. So it will automatically get you to this particular page. So we have a plus icon here, and adjacent to that plus icon, we also have a drop down icon which will click on it. If you click on it, you'll be able to see a list of options there. And since we are going to just create a new repository, we'll click new repository and create it. A repository generally is what contains all the project files, including the revision history or the kind of changes you've made. So they are tracked. Remember what we said about Git? It can also track the version history of any file. So we won't use any template here. We won't also import a repository. We'll just go straight to creating a repo. You will automatically be the default owner of that repo, and for you to have a repository name, you can choose to have any name in any manner, but it's also good to note that your repo should be short and something that is memorable so that you don't have to use jargon or something so complicated. Because you're working with HTML and CSS, I can just decide to create a simple repo name and say, because we are on the Learn with Douglas platform, you can just type LWD and say LWD HTML hyphen CSS. Just something as short as that, so it's LWD HTML CSS. And you can also specify the description here and say, if it's your first repo, so you can say my first GitHub repo on the Learn with Douglas platform. Yeah, something like that, just short, doesn't have to be long. But if your project is long enough, we'll see where we can add that. We also have different types of repositories, a public and a private one. So just for now, know that a public repository can be accessed by anyone, but you can choose who can actually commit to your repository. We'll see at what commit means. Don't worry so much about that. And a private one is private to you and the people who you specify. So suppose you have a project that has a long description. This is where a README file comes in. So a README file allows you to write a very long description of your project. And in this case, we can actually click that checkbox and say we would want our repository to have a README file. Scroll down, and you'll see this green button here with an option to create repository. So we'll create it. Click create. And boom, there we have our repository created. And just as simple as that, we have a repo name known as LWD, that's Douglas hyphen HTML hyphen CSS. To mean this is where we'll have our files being uploaded to using Git, which is our version control. And our README file is here as well. So our README file has whatever we put in the description. You can always edit it the way you want because it's more of a text file. So you can edit that as much as you want. So fast forward, we can look at quite a number of things here. If it's your first time getting to GitHub, we have several options here. So the first thing when you want to see your code, you'll see it from this tab here, code, and we'll look at what the other tabs are later on. But for now, you can just know that this is how we create a GitHub repo. Then in the subsequent projects or the sessions that you'll be having, you will dive deep into what each of those tabs are. Don't worry so much if this is your first time looking at it, but we'll keep on learning. So see you in the next video where we'll be installing Git on our PCs or whichever platform you're using, whether it's a desktop or a laptop. We'll be able to see how we install Git and actually link this repository to the project folder that you are working in. So see you in the next video. Remember to support our channel by subscribing and sharing it with your friends so that we can keep on learning. Thank you and bye for now.